everybody. So I just got back from seeing Central Intelligence new comedy with Dwayne "The Rock" Johnson and Kevin Hart, and it seems like The Rock is in everything these days. Every week you hear about a new movie or new project with The Rock. He works like crazy, and he is charming, and he is a great salesman for the movies that he's in. I have not been a fan of Kevin Hart though. I really didn't like Ride Along 2. I didn't like Ride Along 1. Both of those will probably make my worst of the year. The first one made my worst of 2014. This second one will probably make my worst of 2016. And I found him shrill and annoying, and I just haven't liked him very much. But I have just been looking and hoping for a really good comedy. I actually laughed a little bit in Zoolander 2. I know I'm one of the only ones. It's not great, but I thought it had a couple funny scenes. And I laughed a couple times in The Boss. I thought that actually had some funny stuff. So, what do I know? But let's talk about Central Intelligence. And I thought, I came away from this thinking about 2/3 of it was pretty funny. And I laughed. So there you go. Basically, like, it's about the Rock's character was really bullied, and they had this really mean prank that was played on him when he was in high school. And Kevin Hart's character was the most popular kid in high school, but he did one nice thing during the course of this prank. And then it zooms ahead, of course, that the Kevin Hart character is now sort of a boring schlep, an accountant. He feels like he peaked in high school, is basically the idea. But he did marry his high school sweetheart. Danielle Nicolette is the person who plays his wife, and she was good. I thought they had good chemistry. And one thing that was really nice about this movie, as opposed to certainly every Adam Sandler comedy and most other comedies, is that it really wasn't misogynistic at all. Really different than what you get from Adam Sandler. I mean, maybe I was just nice to this movie because I'd just seen The Do-Over. Oh my gosh, wow. Basically, Kevin Hart's character is just the schleb, and he's feeling like he peaked in high school. We've got this reunion coming up, and he gets this friend request on Facebook from this guy that had been picked on that he'd helped in high school. So he talks to him, and he ends up deciding to meet for dinner. Well, that dinner invite kind of leads him, it turns out this character is actually kind of a double agent type character. And despite Kevin Hart's unwillingness to participate, he ends up getting kind of involved, and it sort of leads to sort of one hijinks after another hijinks after another hijinks. Now, there are definitely problems in the story for here. Like, there are times when the Kevin Hart character is loyal to the Rock's character where it doesn't really make sense that he would be loyal, and then there's times when he's disloyal, and it doesn't really, his character path doesn't really make sense. And there's definitely problems in the storyline as far as like when things happen and how they're able to get to Boston and back without his wife even noticing that he's gone, and you know, just some little things like that. They're able to steal a plane pretty easily. And anyway, so there's some stuff like that, but I didn't really care because I was laughing. Like, there was enough sort of funny banter between the two of them and enough funny physical comedy that made me laugh that I didn't really care about the story that much. You know, I mean, does Airplane have that great of a story? No. It makes you laugh, so who cares? And I'm not saying this is as good as Airplane. It's not. But it was solid. I thought it was funny. It made me laugh. Like I said, not all the jokes, but about 2/3 of the jokes kind of had me laughing. So I thought that they had pretty good chemistry together, and the cameos, it's not like, I actually thought some of the cameos were really funny in Zoolander 2, but it's not like that. In that movie, they just like they just go for it, and they give you so many cameos. Here, there's really there's like 3 cameos, I guess, if you might call it that, that are kind of extended cameos, one that's not as extended, but I thought they were all funny. I thought they all worked, all 3 of the cameos, so it was enough to kind of keep it surprising and fresh. You didn't know what was going to happen. It is more violent than it needs to be. It's a little bit, the action wasn't that great, and I could have honestly almost done without it and had it just be sort of a buddy cop kind of experience. But I didn't need sort of the somewhat brutal action at times. It is PG-13, but I don't know, it was right on the edge there for some of the action scenes. I thought got a little violent. And there's definitely some nudity in it. I'm surprised with how much butt shots, basically, for lack of a better way to describe it, that they could get away with in PG-13. There's quite a few. So if that's a problem for you, then there is. And there is some profanity, there's some vulgarity, obviously, in this kind of film. But it is PG-13, so I don't know. Like, I think this is going to be a big hit. I think people are going to really like it, and we'll see. You know, this is an interesting one because I have not read any reviews. I don't know what people are thinking about it. And comedy is so subjective. So who knows, maybe I'll be the only person on the internet who will like it. I have no idea, but I did like it. I thought it was funny. It made me laugh. And it kind of takes a little while to get going. And some of the early jokes fall flat. But I thought that once they're kind of really teamed up, then it was pretty funny. So that is my review of Central Intelligence. Let me know what you think if you get to see it. Did it make you laugh? Or did you think it was stupid? So thanks so much. Please subscribe to my channel. I'll talk to you later. Bye!